Hello everyone and welcome back to this week's market update on Pensacola Beach in Gulf Breeze, Florida. All right, Portofino last week had another week without a unit closed, leaving an available inventory of the same 23 units on the market. However, there are still 3 that are in the closing process listed in the contingent or the pending phases of the sale. As we look at the rest of the condos on the beach, there was 1 unit that closed this week with an available inventory of 26. For those of you that are looking for condos on the beach outside of Portofino itself. Beach homes, 1 more closed this week. You'll see there's 43 active beach homes for sale right now on the beach. And there's a lot of you that have been actively looking for those. And so just a minute, we're gonna talk more about beach properties and the timing of where we're at right now. Total on the beach, there are 30 properties that are listed in the sales process as contingent or pending. So we will see those move to the close report over the next few weeks as we move forward. Moving across the Gulf Breeze, another very popular market that many of you are watching and have interest in. Another solid week in Gulf Breeze, 14 homes closed last week alone. Available inventory of 206 with 100 still listed in the closing process as pending or contingent. So Gulf Breeze continued with another solid, strong week with 14 homes sold. All right, so the unofficial end of summer is quickly approaching with Labor Day weekend coming up. We still have vacationers here on the beach. It's just not as packed as it was a few weeks ago. And so really, what does that mean to you looking at properties on the beach? Well, for starters, it's much easier to view properties when there are no vacationers in there. So as many of you have found out, reaching out, trying to get access into these properties that are used for vacation rentals, if the units are booked, quite frankly, we can't get in and see them. So we're relying on knowledge of the condo in that, if it's a condo, as well as the pictures and contingency statements within the contract itself when offers are being made. The other piece of this is there's really 3 parts of a market. You've got your buyers, your sellers, and your people that are holding, all right? And so all aspects of the market make up those 3 people or types of people. And so the market, really kind of follows what is happening at that time. We have been seeing a very strong seller's market, meaning the price points have increased based on where you were looking at. That's either been good or bad, but nevertheless, with the lack of inventory and the amount of people we have looking in these areas, it's been a seller's market. So that's why you're seeing multiple bids, opening days on many homes in these areas, and also prices that have been selling very close, if not at or above listing price. So if you've been following this weekly report, you've been keeping up with the available inventory as well as seeing how many are being sold on a week in and week out basis. Now that we are past season, the property owners that have been using these properties for vacation rentals are starting to get into what we consider the slow season, which means that the vacancy rates are much higher. Now is the time that serious offers can be made, but take into consideration that it can be used to the advantage of the buyer as more of a buyer's market as we get out of this rental season. So if you've been looking at either a beach condo or a house on the beach, now is the time that we should probably start talking about this and really trying to figure out, first, is it going to be the right type of property for you? Meaning, can I use it as an investment type property, or is it going to be restricted for short-term rentals? So those types of things are relevant based on the goals that you have for the property. But with all that being said, now is the time as the buyer, you have a little bit more power than the sellers do right now, considering we're going towards the end of the season. So if there's any properties that have been of interest to you on the beach or Gulf Breeze, or quite frankly, anywhere in the Gulf Breeze market, now it's time, let's reach out, let's talk, let's learn about what you're looking for and see what it is that this beautiful piece of paradise we get to call home has to offer for you. So my contact information, as always, is listed below. If you have any questions about the area, specific homes, or just want to learn more about the area, feel free to reach out and communicate however you want. Text, email, phone calls, I'm good with however you want. So until next week, I hope you guys have a great one, and we'll see you next week.